Assalamu alaikum. I am Armagan and today we are going to make halal pastrami. Here we have almost 10 pounds of halal brisket and we are going to trim it and then we are going to make pastrami. One of the main ingredients of making pastrami is the curing salt. It takes time because you have to cure the meat. Keep it in the fridge under a brine. You can dry brine or you can wet brine. The very first thing we will do before we trim our brisket is we are going to make our brine. You will need curing salt or pink salt. Don't get the pink Himalayan salt. This is Prague powder number 1. You can get it from any sports store, barbecue store, grocery store, or you can get it online. So for 10 pounds of brisket, 8 to 10 pounds, you will need 2 tablespoons of curing salt. You will also need 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. You can use cloves, you can use chopped garlic, it's up to you. And you will also need 1 cup of brown sugar, 1.5 or 1.25 cup kosher salt. And then this is optional, this is pickling spice. You can use your own or you can get it from the store. So we are starting to make our brine. We have almost less than 2 gallons of water here, and we're going to add more to cool it down once this comes to a boil. So kosher salt goes in. This is 1 cup. That didn't happen. We have minced garlic. And then the most important ingredient are curing salt. And then pickling spice. And I've roasted these a little bit to release some of the aroma, the flavor, so it smells pretty good. So, but that's completely optional. If you want to roast it before you put it in the brine, it's totally up to you. Make sure you stir it. So you want to stir it to make sure that all the sugar and salt gets dissolved, and then you can keep it on a high heat until it comes to a boil. So while our brine is about to boil, we are going to start trimming this brisket. The next step is to put this in our, and it's still hot, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some ice cubes in there and put more water. So I'm going to put the brisket goes in there, and I'm going to put more water. Just to make sure it is submerged completely. Oh yeah. This is almost 3 gallons of water, and you can put some Ziploc bags filled with water to weight this down so it doesn't stick out from the water. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually put more water here. Okay. I'm gonna put this Ziploc bag filled with water to weigh this down. It doesn't stick out of the water. And this will go into the fridge for 7 days. And in the middle, in a couple of days, I will rotate it. I'll flip this so it gets even brine. So I guess this goes into the fridge, and I'll see you guys in 7 days. Brining in the fridge for almost 7 to 8 days. We put this last Friday night in our brine. And we're gonna, so I just took it out from the fridge. What we're going to do is, I'm gonna show you this. And I have turned this over multiple times, so it looks really good. The color has changed, and it's been, and you can see some pink, which is the curing salt, and all the other spices that is penetrating in the meat. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take this out, and this, again, as I said, this has been brining in for the past 7 to 8 days. So I'm going to wash it first, so removing any excessive salt on the surface, and then what remains is just basically just whatever it's inside the meat. So once we wash this, we are going to put a seasoning on it, and I'll show you what seasoning I am using. So wash it with cold water, not hot water. Right, we got it. This washed, and then we're gonna pat dry this, make sure there's no moisture on the surface. And if you have some seasoning left over on the surface, that's fine. You can take a knife and scrape it using the back of the knife, so just slightly, so we can get some of these that stuck to the surface off. So the next step in this process is now we are going to put our seasoning on, and I'm using this. It's a pre-made seasoning, and you can go on get it online. The most important ingredient in the seasoning is make sure any seasoning that you're using has coriander seeds in it. And if you can see, it has some solid coriander seeds, and that's what makes pastrami that flavorful, these coriander seeds. And so I'm going to be using this. I'm going to put it in a bottle, and I'm going to coat the surface on both sides. So we're going to start with fat side up, and I don't know if you've seen my other videos, I don't use binders, and specifically on this one it's already wet, the surface is wet, so the seasoning will stick, so you don't really need a binder. But if you want to use a binder, you can use a binder. So but I don't usually use any kind of binder. As I was saying in my when I was showing you the seasoning, you see a lot of these coriander seeds that are an integral part of the pastrami. Sides. Right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your left hand and you will just pat the seasoning and push it so it can stick to the surface. Okay, so this is done. I'm gonna flip it. Okay. Same thing on the other side. This side. Let's set the temperature to 250 and smoke to almost 8. And then open up the lid. Right, while it's starting up, you also wanted to put on your camshaft. If you're using camshaft, you can use any other pellet grill. We are using camshaft Wood Wine Pro, and I'm gonna put this in the wood box. I have cherry and I have oak, so I was gonna do cherry all along, but I think the combination of cherry and oak will give us a really good bark and really good flavor overall. So I am going to put in my smoke box the cherry and wood and open this up completely. So once this reaches 250, it's preheated, then we're gonna put our brisket in, or in this case, our pastrami in, and then we're gonna smoke it for 160-65 internal, unwrapped, and then wrap it up, and then just complete it like a brisket. Put this here first. All the trimmings also. And I'm gonna put this fat side down. And the science of it is basically all the heat source in a pellet grill is at the bottom. So you want to protect the meat, so you put fat side down so it protects you from direct heat. Yeah, that's it. So I have cherry and I have oak in here, and I'm gonna put a couple of chunks more. Excuse me. Alright. I'm gonna open it a little bit. And that's it. So we're not going to open this lid until 3 hours. So I'm going to set a timer for 3 hours. I am going to also set a timer for 45 minutes. So every 45 minutes I'll replenish the wood chunk in there. But we're not going to open it until 3 hours. So I'll see you in 3 hours. So this has been 3 hours since we put our brisket on. Rather pastrami. So we're going to see how this is turning out. Alright, so this looks pretty good. It's a bit dry. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spritz this with apple cider vinegar and water, just to keep the surface moist. And I'm gonna put some probes in it just to start monitoring the internal temperature until it reaches 165, and then at 165 to 170 we are going to wrap it and then finish it up. I'm looking at the target temperature of around 200, 201. Okay, so it's been around 6 hours, and we're gonna look at it again. See a nice bark is forming all around. Let me check with my centimeter thermometer. It's 165, looks like more than 165, round point. Still 145, but it's been stalled at this for a while. So yeah, it's clearly lower. So it has reached from the, in a lot of places, 165. So we're gonna start wrapping it. So the very first thing is we are going to take this out. Here. And then I'm gonna put rest. Just to, I don't know what that is. Just to keep it moist. Right, so now this goes, so this is the fat side, now this goes fat side up. Do it again. Alright guys, it's been roughly 10 hours or 9 hours and some change, and we are at almost temperature. I'm gonna probe it to see what the temperature looks like across. At 199, so this is a perfect temperature to pull this, and at flat it's gonna be actually more than 200 anyway, so this is actually done. So we're gonna pull this because it's gonna continue to cook as we put it in our cooler here. So I'm gonna put this in our barbecue box or barbecue cover here, or barbecue bag rather. And this will go in for at least 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours. So this has been resting overnight in this cooler, so we're gonna see how it turns out finally. Cool down a little bit, but still warm. Still extremely juicy. Smells amazing. I'm gonna actually pour all of these juices. And the bark looks amazing. I mean, the bark turned out really good. All right, let's cut into this. Bismillah. Oh man. Let me cut it in the middle. And still, it's extremely juicy. You can see it. The pink from our pink salt and all the curing penetrated into the meat, so that's why it's all pink. I'm gonna cut this. See, a nice bend to it actually. Um, See how tender this is. I'm gonna give a taste. Very good flavor, and it's got penetrated all the way inside the salt. You can taste the salt. You can taste um, the herbs a little bit, or spices in this case. So, wanna taste? Good. Thumbs up. Awesome. Approved by my wife, so it must be amazing. All right, so that's concludes our episode for today, and this is how you make halal pastrami. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe to my video and support this new channel. That will enable me to provide more halal content, halal recipes, and halal Texas style barbecue. So please like and subscribe. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.